questions together.
First of all, thanks for your presentations. Mr. McRedmond, you're getting 30 million of a loan. That's the first thing I think that needs to be cleared, that it's a loan. I think off the top of my head, something like 78 million is your income, social welfare be something like 50. There seems to be a bit of a hole every year. Social welfare was 60, I'm nearly sure off the top of my head, and it's down to 50. It appears to me that there's like a patch being put in the tube, but that you need to do a bit more surgery. In the line of doing that, are we not facing a situation right around rural Ireland that there are a lot of post offices that people are afraid to retire because they know that as he's going away from them? There is a big fear in talking to people. I know people that are way past pension age and they're running the post office because all you'll hear from them saying is, the minute I close the door, no one local will get it. Why aren't we actively going to a local shop in a small rural area? I'm talking about, you might look at economics and you may look at figures, but I am talking about socially and economically deprived areas in rural Ireland. In looking at new ideas in revitalising a business, because obviously you have to make it is a business. Why did you not tender for the licenses for that project? Because from my understanding, you did not tender for that, for the provision of licenses.
Which licenses? Sorry, which?
For car licenses, for people getting car licenses. Yeah. Why is a postmaster not allowed at the moment, or why haven't you some tie-up between the different courier crowds? They cannot take a parcel inside their door because they have signed this contract with An Post. Why aren't you actively out there searching for businesses that will bring in the €1 and €2 at every transaction that will make something viable? Where are we with a bank that is actually actively looking to come into Ireland, from what I understand? Have you any talks with them? Because at the end of the day, if you get a bank that can offer loans or mortgages to people at from the figures I have heard, a massive reduction on the rates people are paying at the moment, then obviously you get people in. We have the buildings in place right around the country. Second of all, in an area, for example, in a town that the person gives up the post office, do you look at any tie-up with the credit union that's open 6 days a week? Is there any look at that? And internally, is there a case? Are you looking at a situation at the moment that you are basically saying, sure, we'll give a few pounds to these here and these here with this 30 million, and I want to hear how you're going to pay it back. Is your idea of paying back something that you're hoping down the road that you can pay off Joe and Mary and whoever in every post office, and that you'll save the money and get it back that way? Or are we, as anybody with a business brain will look at, are we going to build a sustainable future for post offices? Because with the way 2 years ago we went into the programme for government, there was a lot of ideas brought up there, and I want to commend Bobby Kieran in a lot of the work he has done as well. But we seem to be just sitting there waiting for this bomb that's going to go off. We're getting a loan. A loan is no good. A loan will never make us sustainable. While it might stop the gap, it will not solve the problem unless we have a proper business plan. And my fear with you, Mr. McRedmond, is that socially and economically you may not understand parts of rural Ireland. That the only person that some elderly person might see in the week, and bear in mind there may be no transport, is their when they go to the local post office and have a chat. Is there any thinking up with the HSE that such a one would get so much from the HSE by saying, we have seen Johnny or Mary this Friday, they're still alive, which might be important. But unfortunately, we are looking at just economics. And to the Department of Social Protection and other departments, we have agriculture at the moment telling farmers that the BPS will not be accepted unless it's online. That's the single farm payment for anyone that wants to understand it. Right? For the people that are 60, 70 and 80 that fill that, them the bull's clue, some of them, about getting onto online. They don't do the broadband. Second of all, we have the Department of Social Protection actively saying to people, if you don't go down the bank road, you actually won't get this. If you don't sign up for this, you won't be able to draw your money. Are we trying to go after the kids of this world in all the rural parts? Like the credit unions were cute about doing it, where they had their Sammy stamps and all this other idea. And they went out and actively went to schools to get business in. Because it's a business plan you need. It's about fighting for business. It's about dreaming up new ideas of how to bring in business. It's about going for every contract. We can blame every department, but Mr. McRedmond, if we don't tender for the job, then we ain't going to get it.
Thank you, Deputy. I'll bring in Deputy.